A wire is cut into two pieces, with one piece 14 feet shorter than the other. The wire was 66 feet before it was cut. How long is the shortest length of wire? So the important details here are what they're asking for, which is the shortest, and of course all the other parts. A wire is cut into two pieces. So let's just do a little drawing of that. If you have a wire and you cut it into two pieces, we've got a long piece and a short piece. What we know is the wire was 66 feet before it was cut. So what that's saying is this piece here is 66 feet. That was what it was before it was cut. Now after it was cut, we are told one piece is 14 feet shorter than the other. So 14 feet shorter than the other. Obviously the short piece is going to be the one shorter, but it's 14 feet shorter. So what we have is minus 14, but we're going to have x. What they're telling us, if this is x, the longer piece is x, then the shorter piece is 14 feet shorter than x, the larger piece. So if you were to add the long piece and the short piece together, you would get back this big piece. So what we're going to do is add x plus x minus 14, and that's going to be our total of 66 feet. Okay, so let's type that out so it looks pretty. Do this. X plus x minus 14 equals 66 feet. And how we're going to do this is we're going to combine like terms first. So what our like terms are these x values right here. X plus x. Well, that's like saying 1x plus 1x. Because if you multiply 1 times x, you still have x. Whether you write it as x or 1 times x, doesn't really matter. When you write it out as 1 times x, it just helps to see easier that you're adding 1 plus 1 to get 2x. X plus x equals 2x. So we combined those terms and got 2x. We still have minus 14. So just like earlier, we solved this first part here. Let me just change that color. We solved x plus x and got 2x. And then we brought down the rest, minus 14. So it's 2x minus 14 now equals 66. Well, we've solved some of these types of problems before already. So 2x minus 14 equals 66. Once again, we're trying to combine like terms, but we have to get the like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So our objective is to move that minus 14, and we need it to be over here. So we add 14. Since 14 is subtracted on this side, we have to add it to both sides in order to keep the situation equal. So negative 14 plus 14 is 0. And on this side, we're going to add it. I can write it this way. And I'm going to rewrite it over here. So now what we have is 2x equals 66 plus 14. And that's true because we added 14 to both sides of the equation to keep it balanced. And once you add this 14 to the negative 14, it cancels itself out to 0. So you're left with 2x equals 66 plus 14. 66 plus 14 is 66 plus 14 equals 80. So 2x equals 80 because I solved 66 plus 14. And remember, when you have multiplication with an x, in order to separate that, you divide. So you have to divide by 2 to separate it from the x, but to keep the equation balanced, you have to divide by the same number on the other side. 2 divided by 2 then is 1. 1 times x is x. So your problem becomes x equals 80 divided by 2. 80 divided by 2 is simply 40, because 40 is half of 2. So x equals 40. Well, that doesn't tell you everything. That just tells you x. When we solve for x, that means we solve for the longer piece. So this x equals 40. So then this here, x minus 14, is now the shortest length of wire. So we have to calculate that separately. X minus 14, we plug x as 40, and we say minus 14, and then get. So the ultimate answer to our problem, after all of that, is here. 26 is the length, shortest length of wire.